Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are playing with Cocoa Daisy products. This is the Cozy Season collection for October. I know that for the first time in like Cocoa Daisy history, it's a good thing, they are at capacity with their subscription kits. So people are a little disappointed that they couldn't like change their subscriptions, and or new subscribers aren't able to pick up this kit because they are at capacity. So that's a good thing for business wise, right? So I'm still playing with the kit, showing you inspiration, because whether you get this kit or future kits, I just want to show you what you can do with some of the products. And for today's project, we're going to do a memory planner page, and then we might jump into the Cocoa Daisy Dory, the simple Dory again, because hopefully I've already posted the projects I've done in here, but I really love working in the Traveler's Notebook, so I want to do another project in here. So we will do this one and that one, and then wrap up this video so you can see how to use the project. So I am using for this one, this is the stationery, is it the station? No, journaling kit. The journaling kit comes with these stickers. It has this like journal prompted card, which is why I probably want to use that to do a journal, to take one of these little journal prompts and go. And it comes with 2 sheets of the rub-ons. So everything's really flat in the journaling kit. And it comes with actually, and one of these washi tapes is also part of it. I just can't remember which one. And then the rest of the products I'll be using are from the Scrapbooking Core Kit. I will leave the kits that I use linked down below, like I said, but for the month of October, this is called Cozy Season. It is sold out. I am sorry, but I'm still here to give you inspiration. And if you do want to get the subscription, I encourage you to get on the wait list. And as soon as kits open up, they do notify you when you're on the wait list. So that is the best way to get your hands on it. And they're trying their darndest to open up some spots, or at least maybe get more from their manufacturers, because if you're familiar with kind of like our industry, we're always about 6 months ahead, right? So even for November and December, the orders have already been placed. They're probably already printed. And they're just getting shipped to Cocoa Daisy facilities and then getting distributed. So they can make adjustments 6 months out. But I'm sure that they're, I guess, talking with their peoples and hoping to get, more kits available. That's my understanding of it. Okay. All right. So I have my photo collage done already. I have this week we are working in, and I am unsure what I want to do, other than I know I want to always try to challenge myself to use the full sheets of the washi stickers. So we'll go from there. And I do love this one. This one's such an image run, but I feel like if I cut it into like long pieces that I could kind of make this work, I think. But we are going to see. Let's get started. Okay, my scrapbooking friends, let's get started on this memory planner page. Now, for this big sheet of washi tape, or actually both of them, I have been challenging myself, I know I mentioned it, to use them, because sometimes I bet, other customers, scrappy people, crafty girls, look at them and saying, like, what am I going to do with something this big? You've already seen me since the Sun Drench collection, I think, because that's when I started getting into a groove with it, ripping them into kind of almost like that ripped paper look. It works really well, especially if you need to occupy space, where you don't have that much journaling or maybe not that many pictures. In that August spread, well, it is August, but it was for August when I had Sun Drench. I remember layering them. And so for this one, because there's such a pronounced imagery of this boot with all the flowers on top, it's just so beautiful and striking that I thought about cutting it down. I told you I was. And then in the end, I was just kind of like, I can't. Like, I can't, because you might miss that they are boots with this text over it. It is a really gorgeous illustration. I know I keep on like gushing about it, but probably one of my favorite images in this collection. So don't get me wrong, and I think I mentioned it in my outro too, but like, it's washi tape paper, so it is specific on what pen can write over it. Now there is already text on it, but I definitely might just take a Sharpie marker and maybe just highlight a few like key words and write them obviously a little bit bigger on that part, just so that I can get the content to the context to the pictures that I put near it on it. So you also see that I ripped the full sheet that looks like leaves. That one was obviously easier, and at least that one gives it a little bit of a white space background, so it doesn't look like the whole page is stuck, is covered up. In the journaling kit, you always get a kind of a compilation of the days of the week set in different fonts or with also imagery with it. So these are great all the time, especially for journaling. And don't get me wrong, ever since getting the dory from Coco Daisy, like I really want to utilize them. So the dory comes into play with these stickers really nicely, especially for keeping it flat. So just keep that in mind when you do get the journaling kit, that everything is designed to keep things flat, which is actually quite nice for some things. So in this week, I think I'm scrapping. I'm a little bit behind, so don't get me wrong. This is the first week that Valentina came home from summer break. And I had just finished painting my textured wall, so that's what that blue picture in the upper left corner is. I made a textured wood wall. If you follow me on my Instagram stories, you probably saw the process. And she came home. We had a birthday party for Moana. Our Doxy turned 2. We made slime of some of the pictures, and then it was the first Saturday of the month, so we took her to the Home Depot workshop. And then also, my daughter is going through losing her first set of teeth, so that's the picture of the teeth on the bottom right. But she's already has her adult teeth coming in the back. So she has a little bit of a shark moment where she has 2 sets of teeth. But the dentist assures us that the front teeth, the baby teeth, will fall out. So just give it some time. But after 6 weeks or so, they said, definitely come back if she hasn't lost them yet. So she might have to have those little teeth extracted, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is, right? And so, yeah, so the right side, definitely room for journaling. The left side, I'm going to have to figure out with some sort of Sharpie or, what do they call it? Like the slick writer, I think, will also write on slick surfaces. Maybe the micron pens, I don't know. Pit pens, I got to figure out what pen will write on top of the washi sheet. But just a great image. Like I said, I just love the image. So I like that I have it in my memory planner. And we will go on from there and catch up slowly in the memory planner because I know I'm behind. But that's okay because we can always do clusters and move on with the next one. So for the journaling kit, it does come with a prompt card included in the kit. So, all of them are always great to refer to in case you are stuck for a journaling topic. So in this case, I'm just starting to decorate the top portion of it with some of the washi tape stickers that are on the sheets that are included in the kit. And then I took the number 10, the actual 10 from the dates, and stamping out acts of kindness. No, acts of is in a small alpha. I believe it's probably from Heidi Swap, and then using the letters in the kit to spell out kindness. I'm using, is it called Wild Honey is my color on my desk right there that goes pretty well with this. It's not dead on match, but it works because we have these tones of this orangey, burnt, beigey color. At least that's how I will describe it. And so it's 10 acts of kindness. And so I think it says that you do in the month. So I might keep this page ready to go for the month of October because technically when I am filming this and doing this, it is still August. We get these kits a little bit ahead of time, which is fine, but that's how the crafting world works, is a little bit ahead of the season. And I'm just it works in retail too. I'm sure if you got a Hobby Lobby or, they already have Christmas out, they do. So it's no different here. But so I am just considering, okay, I'm sitting here and I'm just okay, I could already write 3 or 4 things. I could write 3 or 4 things. I was but if I write it now, then I have nothing to do in October. So then I'm I'm not writing it. And then I remember this washi tape. I just kind of looked at it. I was oh my God, it's numbered. I was 1 to 10, and we're using washi, and that works out perfectly. So I will save this page for October, and it just came around really simple. Consider doing this if you have the journaling prompt kit with the dory. Great writing space to get all these prompts in your journal. Okay, that will wrap up these 2 projects. So I did my memory planning spread, and this even looking down at it through the camera, this image is so beautiful. No wonder I chose it again, So this one came out great. The only problem I already know when I was putting it together was that this is the washi tape. It's shiny material, so it's going to be hard to journal on it, but I might have to get a Sharpie, and if I needed more journaling space for this side, I'm gonna have to do that and kind of make it look a little bit like mixed media junk journal. But then on this side there is still plenty of room to write, and I'll probably actually write in this little colored pen. I don't know, these don't have names on them, but it's like a taupey brown kind of color. So the ink would go well with this collection. And then this one I was stalling right now because I thought about doing 10 acts of kindness that I've done already, like in my life. But on the journal card, it mentions that you do this month. So I'm going to leave it kind of like a prepped page. And already one I know I'm probably going to write like today at work, was, you know, a patient, I'm a chiropractor, a patient came in very grouchy and moody and everything else. And, you know, bubbly me, you know, I kill them with kindness. I, you know, definitely listen to their aches and pains, tell them how I can help them. And that grouch got flipped right around and was nice by the end of the day, at the end of our interaction, you know? So I love when I can do that. So that'll probably be like one of my first ones. And then kind of watch my life, even though, don't get me wrong, I looked at this already and I was like, oh, I can kind of name like 4 or 5 right now. Like I'm pretty kind all day long. But in order to use this page as like one of those journaling sections and then leave this image utilized but untouched so that the beautiful graphics shows through, I will leave it as is and come back to it probably at the end of the month. And that way you can see all of what I did. And then that numbered washi was perfect right there too. So totally beautiful collection. Love everything that I've been doing so far with it. Stay tuned for more in case I am able to stretch it a little bit further. So I will leave everything, like I said, linked down below. Thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe if you haven't done so and give this video a thumbs up. It always helps. Till next time, everyone. Bye.